All right. Good day to you. Welcome, everyone. Hello. Good to see you. Hello, Joyce. Hello, everybody waving at us. So, so pleased to see you here today. Gonna have a little fun. Right? Gonna have a little fun. And maybe answer a few tender questions as well. Right? Because many of you have some tenderness going on. Have you noticed? And what we mean is that your emotions are tender. You have a lot on your plate. Many of you have multiple layers of things going on in your life, and pair that with what is going on in the collective, you get kind of tender, touchy, right? You don't hold your normal energy frequencies. Have you noticed? Yeah. So when everything's happening at once and you're inundated with painful things, grief, illness, financial stress, it doesn't matter what it is, right? How do you maintain a high vibrational frequency? How many of you do? Some of you do. Some of you do. And some of you forget that you are in charge of your frequency, that it's up to you how you feel and how you hold everything that's on your plate. Right? Sometimes maintaining your frequency is just noticing when your frequency has become low. For many of you, it is the act of setting a boundary. That landed, didn't it? Just think about what's on your plate at this time. Is there somewhere that a boundary is needed? And if so, we encourage you to create that boundary in your life, to allow you to regain your higher frequency and maintain your higher frequencies. So, what's the point? Why is it important at this time to keep your vibes up? Well, you're light workers, for one thing. You're important. You're anchoring something that is changing this planet and the collective consciousness, each and every one of you. Whether you're cognizant of it or not, you are. That's what you're here to do. Right? And so you're going to notice that it becomes more and more important to keep your vibration up and clear. Sometimes we call it spiritual housekeeping, making sure that you are clearing your space a couple of times a week at least. For those of you who are doing your spiritual work daily and sitting in front of your computer, clear it daily. Clear yourself. Salt water soak or scrub to clear your physical body and your energy field, right? These things also help you to increase and keep your vibration high. This weekend, there is a grand alignment of planetary, celebration really happening. There's a number of planets that are aligned starting this weekend that have not been aligned while you've been alive. And so they are going to be adding to the intensity of the energies upon the planet. Now, in the past, there have been different things that have happened when all of this planetary alignment happened. Good things and challenging things. So we're going to ask you to please take time each day to check in. Who am I? How do I feel? How's my frequency? You can still grieve and maintain a vibrational frequency. You can still be stressed and maintain a vibrational frequency. This is true. You do it with intention, beloved ones. You do it with intention. You will find in the coming days of summer that you will be faced with a great deal of change in your personal lives and in the collective. There are some earth changes that are going to be happening this summer that are going to be challenging. Some have already occurred and you've seen what is happening, right? Fires and floods and earthquakes, tornadoes. This is going to continue. By maintaining your vibrational frequency, by maintaining your direct connection to source and soul, you are a counterbalance to that. Do you understand that? You are a counterbalance to the challenges. Little old you. We know that you sit around saying, wow, there's so much that needs to be done upon this earth, that you're getting stressed because you can't do things about things, right? But you can. You can maintain the integrity of your field, your vibrational field. And that anchors the light, the peace, the compassion, the strength, the presence that is in direct opposite, or we don't want to call it opposition because you're not in a fight, but you are standing in light so that others may do the same thing. You're standing in light so that Gaia has what she needs to take care of herself. There's nothing powerless about you. You are not disempowered. And when you feel disempowered, we would like you to remember that Metatron says disempowerment is an illusion. because you have control over your frequency and your own power, right? Not power over others or over anything, but just grounding pure source power. You think you can do that? Yeah. Yeah. Put a sticky note up someplace, right? We're famous for sticky notes. Our woman has sticky notes around the house, right? And they're usually related to those things that she's processing and working on in the moment. So after our conversation today, you can put up a sticky note that says, check your vibes, right? You can put up a sticky note that says, I am enough. A sticky note that says, I make a difference no matter what. I do not have to be a guru to make a difference upon this planet. Most of you make a stronger impact than many of those that claim to be gurus. Why? Because there's no ego, right? You are pure of heart. You are of service. You are in service. You work for God or source or whatever you choose to call it. And if you haven't discovered that about yourself yet, we're going to ask you to please look in the mirror before you go to bed tonight and take a good look at yourself and remind yourself, even with the sticky note, I work for God. That keeps ego out of the process. It helps you to remember who you truly are and why you're here. And there's going to be people here tonight that say, what's my path? What's my purpose? You are living it in this moment. This is what it looks like today. And tomorrow you live tomorrow. And the next day you live the next day. Path and purpose is in this present moment. And if your soul, if spirit wants you someplace else, doing something else, then that is the reality you would be living in this moment instead. You have dreams and you have hopes and you want to do more. That is coming. That is happening. Please just remember to do what's in front of you. Be with what is today. The doors will open. The path will illuminate at just the right time. Not always your timing, but definitely your soul's timing. Okay? It all starts with your frequency. So please do your best to keep your vibration high and clear. And if you have challenges, reach out, right? If you're not comfortable reaching out to us or to our woman, reach out to a friend. someone that can help you to become a little bit more clear and ground the truth of who you are. Truth, truth, truth of who you are. We can see it. Why can't you? We can see it. Why can't you? That's the big question today, right? We're not saying that to be punitive. We're saying it to encourage you to begin to look at yourselves differently. Let you see you through the eyes of your soul or the eyes of spirit. You might be surprised at what looks back at you. All right. All right. We are going to go ahead and open up the space for questions. We've taken a couple of people's questions away, we think, with what we were just talking about. That's okay. You can always come up with another question. It's fine. So if you have the ability to raise your hand on your computer or your phone, and if not, you know, Joyce will track down the waving hands. Yeah.
Thank you. I see Lilybud waving your hand.
Hello, and thank you so much for having me here and being a part of this. The last time I was on Metatron, you gave me advice about my neighbor, and I wanted to know, a lot of things have happened since then. I wanted to know if he will, if the court issues that have happened are going to impact a decision of him being forced to move out, and how it'll affect me and if it'll be soon.
There are still some decisions to be made.
Mm-hmm.
And it is more difficult than one might think to force someone to move.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they are going to kind of double down a bit. So we're seeing that this process is still going to take a while, right? The screen keeps moving. Pardon us. We'll locate you again. It's still going to take a while, right? And how will it impact you? Well, how do you think it will impact you not to have that constant irritant in your life?
Peace.
Yeah.
That's what I want, peace and safety.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's been lacking.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I live in 24 hours of constant trauma, stress.
Yeah. And it's important that you see someone who specializes in trauma.
Okay.
Many people here on this call know our woman's friend, Jacqueline Woods. She's a licensed therapist that specializes in trauma.
Yeah, because I find myself shaking and my whole body is just.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome to send a text or reach out to our woman, and she, if you are so inclined, will connect you with Jackie.
Thank you
And
so
if
much.
it's not Jackie, then find someone
Mm.
that resonates with you. Okay.
Yeah,
It
I just want this to be over.
right.
It's
But
been over a year.
yeah, that's true. But you have to understand that the PTSD is going to require some ongoing assistance.
Yeah, I did realize that today.
Yeah.
Sadly, but I saw it.
Yeah. But at least the trigger will no longer be there.
Mm.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Alyssa is next.
All right, Alyssa. Hello, beloved. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Hi, Metatron. My question today kind of has to do with what happens after we die. Um, so I recently attended what was like a psychopomp gathering. It was the first time doing it, but it was basically like helping people cross over who didn't know that they had died. And so like a lot of them are just like living out their lives kind of as they knew them when they were alive. And my question is like I had an experience where I did almost die. And afterward I kind of like it made me kind of just question like what is life and death and like, the line between them. And so I guess like it made me wonder like how do I know I didn't really die? Like if there are people who pass away and they're just continuing to live their life as they know it. And like so do we really experience our own deaths or do we just like maybe jump into a different timeline? That kind of I don't know, I guess that kind of thing.
Right. Well, if you can take away the idea that there's a line
Mhm.
and think of it as a flow, a continuous flow, and that when your soul is dropping this physical body, it is just transforming back into its natural form, which is light. Right? Every single soul transitions back to light, back to the heart of source. Those that stay and have the experiences of being ghosts and things like that, because that's what psychopomps are. Souls that hang out not knowing that they're dead. um that is part of the soul's journey. Just like the soul is experiencing life here on the planet, when that soul crosses and decides to have an experience of hanging around after they pass, that's still part of the soul's journey. And eventually, when they have completed that, they go back to the heart of source. Right? Do you think that those souls really need help to go back to source? Mhm.
Personally, I don't. I feel like it's almost like a magnet kind of drawing you back, like you're going to regardless.
Yeah. Well, we will say that there are times when you will have souls approach you asking for assistance, right? But most of the time, when the soul has completed or saturated its journey as, not physical form, it finds its own way back to the heart of source. Right? So we're not saying that people are wrong in helping. That is not what we're saying at all. We're just saying that sometimes the perspectives are skewed just a little bit. So, there are those that are death doulas or death walkers, right? What they're doing is they're walking the human aspect and the physical body through a transformation. Once that transformation happens, then their job is complete, right? We always remind individuals that when you take your last breath here upon the planet and breathe out for the last time, your next inhale is in spirit. There's no disruption to the flow. So this may be new perceptions for some of you. Check it out. Use your discernment, right? And for those of you who are walk-ins, and there's a number of you here this evening, you understand that there's almost no understanding of coming and going of the soul. It's like waking up in the morning, right? So does this help you, Alyssa?
Yeah, it just made me curious. It made me wonder, like, it kind of was like the idea of, like, maybe a janitor who doesn't know he died and like is just mopping the floor, and then someone comes up to him and is like, hey, you're dead, like come this way. So I'm like, is someone gonna show up in my life one day and just be like, hey,
Who knows? It depends on
been dead.
what experience your soul wants to have.
Okay.
If your soul wants to, spend time mopping the floor, then that is important. That's important for the soul, right? So, we are hands-on when it's necessary and hands-off when it's not necessary. So in those circumstances, beloved one, use your discernment. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Good work.
Thank you. Gaetan is next.
Oh, hello, my friend. Good to see you. You are muted.
Here I am.
There you are.
Hello, and thank you for your love and guidance. Thank you for a long time. And could you please explain once more the walking aspect of me?
In what regard?
In regards to the council walking in at different times.
Okay. All right. So your experience was one of not fully walking out. Is that correct? You are more of a braided soul. And so there is agreement with your soul and the soul that's going to walk in. And the experience happens. And then you are two souls braided together in one body. All right? The souls that walk in can come from anywhere, right? They can be angelic, galactic, and you then begin to live your life differently because of the exchange or the weaving of the souls. Is this what you're wanting us to remind you of?
Yes.
Okay. And so your soul that walked in, or the soul that walked in for you, is part of a council. So that makes you part of the council as well, because that's, within you. Right? And usually there is purposeful good for the walk-in experience. How many of our walk-ins do we have here today? Raise your hand. Gaetan. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Number of you here. Next Friday night is walk-in circle. If anybody feels that they're walk-in or interested in learning more about the walk-in experience, please come. Like this evening, it is free to attend. Right? And you'll get to be with a whole group of people that have had this extraordinary experience. There's a couple of you here that have not yet come to the realization that you are walk-ins, and that's okay. Spirit has its timing. You will recognize that. You raised your hand, did you not, Jackie? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Good, thank you. All right, Gaetan, does this assist you? Yeah. It doesn't make you weird. It just is like strapping on a booster pack. Particularly in the situations where there's a soul braiding aspect. If it's a full walk out and walk in, it's a little bit different. That was our woman, right? Full walk out, new soul walk in. Different journey. She's still figuring it out. And it's been 35 years, right? Piece by piece by piece, the understanding comes. Right?
Okay.
All right. Come see us on Friday if you can.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Rinder?
Hey, Metatron.
Hello, Verinder.
You're right about like having a lot on our plate, and I made it to the meeting like a minute before. So I'm glad to be here, and due to my intense day, I was able to achieve a couple things got completed, but I would like to just receive like a message of love. And now that you were mentioning walk-in, I don't think I am walk-in. I could be wrong, but I do remember having a strange dream as a kid that just popped up while you were talking, that I was indeed like not in a solid body, and I was just wandering around in my still childhood home. And my older sister was rude to me for some reason, like she was saying something like, "You don't belong here," and it hurt my feelings. And so I don't know if that was just a quick realization or
Sit down.
not sure, but right now I'll just say definitely message of love from guidance, and will be great.
Okay. All right. So usually, most of the time, the walk-in experience happens during significant trauma, near-death experience, or when you go under general anesthesia. And these are commonly the time that it happens. And we do not see that you, Verinder, are a walk-in, but we do see that you are definitely a star seed soul, right? And that star seed soul has helped you to have some unique experiences in your lifetime, yeah? Yeah. And so being a walk-in doesn't make anybody special. It's just a process. It's an agreement, right? You also have agreements. Where do you come from, Verinder? Not here on this planet, but where do you come from galactically?
I was previously trying to get that answer question answered, and the closest answer I got was that you're not from nearby, like too far to even track down. But the closest thing they could I put a common connection with the Arcturian and Palladian.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because I am kind of protective, strong nature, but at the same time really emotional and kind in general.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And so, it's important to understand your lineage sometimes, right? It helps you to understand your journey a little bit more fully, right? Because when a star seed comes here, there's usually a big reason behind it. Right? That big reason could be raising conscious children. That big reason could be being in service, being a channel, being a healer. There's no limit to what the big reason could be. So,
I like that because you say raising conscious children, because my day was busy because my kid is on spectrum, and I was trying to do my best to get him help and do my best to kind of like guide him. And
yeah, it's a fascinating thing that individuals feel that they have to take on a high spiritual role. The truth of the matter is that it's all a high spiritual role, whether you are working in a grocery store, or you are a cook, or you are a parent or a teacher, a firefighter. It's all the same. And part of the disservice that you do for yourselves is to think that because you're, not doing something big, that you're not fulfilling the soul's journey. Right? That is not the truth. Right? So, does this assist you today?
yes.
Good. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Metatron. Great talking to you. Thank you.
Indeed.
Shirley?
Hello, Metatron. So right along that line, I want to ask something. I had a traumatic accident with my father when I was 4 years old in San Jose, automobile accident. And the same thing, was there a walk-in at that time for me?
No, not at that time, but something happened when you were about 16.
Oh. So at 16, I can't remember what would have happened, but did I have a walk-in at that time?
You did.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So kind of go back and take a look at your life between 15 and 17 and see what was happening. Look at the traumas.
Okay.
Look to see if you had the injuries, particularly head injury. It looks
Okay.
like you've bonked your head more than one time.
Yeah, on this side, yes.
Yeah. And look at anything that was out of the ordinary, like near-death experience. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. And then also I'm very so can you tell me about if I'm Palladian? The aspect of Palladian is always in my life. And so am I a Palladian?
No. But that doesn't mean that you do not have a contract with things that are Pleiadian, right?
Okay.
You are what would be considered a hybrid, right?
Okay.
And that's really all the information that Spirit will allow us to give today, because part of it is about the self-discovery, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Excellent.
Yeah, so go back, take a look, look at things with new eyes. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All
Very
right.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Metatron.
Yeah. Come visit us next week, Friday.
I am going to. It's on my calendar.
Good. Good.
Wonderful.
Right.
Cindy's next.
Thank you.
Beloved one. This is
Hello.
wonderful to see you. It has been a
Long time.
while.
Long time.
How can we be of assistance today?
And that's, I think, part of my coming to listen. And then in the last question, it made me think I haven't been consciously connected spiritually, at least consciously raising my vibration or keeping it raised for quite a while now. And I'm feeling that a big shift happening for me at the moment. Lots of things are changing, and I'm feeling myself return to that. I mean, I'm here today too, more consciously now. So I think I'm just after, I'd love some guidance on maybe the best way for me to re-enter, I guess, in a way. I'm not sure really how to language it.
Okay. All right. So even though in your imagination you took a pause, you moved, where did you go? There you are. All right. In your imagination, you took a pause. Spirit didn't go anywhere. Your guides were constantly involved in everything that you were doing, even when you weren't, in the mindset to pay attention. So it's not that you have to go back to anything. It's more about re-engaging, right, with soul and guidance. And we can see, particularly Archangel Michael kind of, waving in the background going, yeah, we could use a little bit more communication. So go back to making friends with your guidance.
Yeah.
Talk, receive messages, and they are showing us that there's so much coming creatively for you in the next 6 months that is going to be transformative. And it's what your soul has been working on and working out for like the past 2 to 3 years, right? It's been working out the kinks. It's been healing the things that are up to be healed, right? You've still been doing the work, just in a different frame of mind. So own yourself. Own yourself as a spiritual being, right? It's all there for you. And throughout everything, you are still anchoring the light, beloved one.
Thank you. Yeah.
There wasn't a moment that you were not. Right? The path just looked different for a little while. And now it's going to look quite different again. Right?
Yeah.
So keep steady, keep grounded, and remember to ask for what you want and need. Because spirit cannot interfere.
Yeah.
So if you're needing something, please ask. If you're desiring something, please ask, so that we can all rally to assist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Is this helpful?
It is. It is. Yeah. It's a validation too. Yeah. I had been feeling some of that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Come back and see us again.
Oh, I will.
Beautiful.
Caroline is next.
Okay. Wave at us, Caroline. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hello, beloved one. Good to see you.
Hi, Metatron. Good to see you too.
Thank you.
my question is around, there's been a lot of people talking about neurodivergency. And my children have been diagnosed as adults as being neurodivergent. And my question is more around, are we just trying to put that in a box, or is it part of what's happening? Like, I mean, I feel like over the last few weeks, I've really discovered some tools that have really helped me to kind of feel like I'm not constantly fighting a world that I don't feel like my brain fits.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm just sort of wondering, is that part of what's sort of just happening in the world, or I don't know, just.
Well, yes and no. You see, the scientists are learning all the time, right? They're learning all the time, discovering more and more and more about the brain and the emotions and all of that. So the term neurodivergent has become, it's basically kind of a catch-all for all of the unique ways that people learn or behave, right? And so it's a good thing because it helps people to have tools to make their lives more comfortable, right? More balanced. So we don't think of it as something that's going to come and go quickly. This is something that's going to be helping more and more and more people understand themselves and be able to live more fully, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, our woman's grandson has just been diagnosed with some neurodivergent tendencies, right? Misophonia, right? That's, you can't stand chewing and different sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I relate to that. I think for myself, being the age that I'm at and being a woman, it's something that I always has never been diagnosed with because it wasn't a thing back then.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I haven't been diagnosed with anything, but I've certainly found some tools that help me think, help me with the way that I think, which I feel I don't fit sometimes.
Yes. And the tools weren't there before now, but now the tools are coming forward. So yeah.
Yes.
It's divine timing, right? And each and every individual that is now, kind of in the bubble of neurodivergent, they each have a special gift. And so we understand that it's challenging. Your life has been challenging in many ways, but we ask you to take some time and look for the gift in all of it.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you, Metatron.
You're so welcome, beloved one. We hope that is helpful to you.
Yes. Thank you.
Jackie is next.
Hi, I'm back.
Yes, it's been just a matter of hours. You have more questions.
But I want to ask, something here triggered me, not triggered in a bad way, but I thought about an incident 30 years ago that I had with a traumatic brain injury. Very serious, where I was unconscious for quite a while. And never hospitalized because at that time, doctors did not understand TBI.
Right.
I must have seen 10 doctors before somebody told me what was going on.
Right.
And urgently told me not to work. So I just wondered, I know it was not a near-death experience, But what changed? I mean, why did this happen? I know there are some lessons that I've learned, especially with the medical community and, you know, not understanding this whole injury.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, what
So,
can you enlighten me about?
so you understand that that incident was not your walk-in experience.
No, yeah, I understand that.
Okay. All right. So traumatic brain injuries are, very challenging in that you get conked on the noggin today, and then all of a sudden 30 years later you can be at the effect of that injury because the brain atrophies or changes shapes and that type of thing, right? And so we're not going to, the why question isn't interesting really, but think about how things changed at that point and what you're still carrying with you today that is related to that injury, right? And remember when we said cranial sacral therapy would be helpful?
Yes.
Cranial sacral therapy for traumatic brain injury is very helpful. So
I did do some, yeah.
Yeah. And the unfortunate thing is that if care is not given pretty quickly after a TBI, then you kind of lose the greater ability to heal, right? So, you have not really experienced any deficit, beloved one, because of that injury.
Oh, that's good to hear. I
Yeah.
worry about dementia.
Okay, well, don't worry about it until there's something to worry about.
Right.
You care for yourself, right? You feed yourself. You feed yourself, right? So, when you're worrying about things, you're in the future, you're not in the present.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. But
Okay.
there has been a link that has been established. So I guess I try to do brain exercises, etc.
Yeah. And at this juncture in time, you are not experiencing dementia.
No,
No.
just tiredness.
Yeah. Many are experiencing deep tiredness.
Right.
Yeah. So don't look at the information that says yes, TBIs often get dementia and worry about that. Be the one that does not get dementia.
Okay. But you think it would be helpful to go back for more cranial sacral work?
We think that with we already spoke about that today, what's happening with the eyes and
Right.
the sphenoid and all of that, it would be very helpful. And your leg, it works the body from the cranium to the sacrum. So it's
Okay.
a beautiful form of healing.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Go to a licensed practitioner.
Okay.
All right.
Great. Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right.
Thank you. We have Brenda next, and then Chris is after Brenda through hand waving.
Okay.
Brenda?
Oh, hi, Metatron. It's very nice to see you.
Yes, see, you too.
My question for you is I have a lot of anger and resentment towards a person, I want to know how to let it go, how to make the relationship better, and what is it that I'm not seeing.
Okay. All right. So it begins with a good boundary.
Yes, it's boundaries keep getting broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Which makes you feel unsafe. And it's really hard to let it go when you feel unsafe. So it begins with that really good boundary. And after that, we would like you to understand that other individual's probably not going to change. And so be aware of what you're hoping for in the connection, right? Because that will be helpful with the boundary. You're setting a boundary that gets stomped on. Sometimes it's because you're wanting so much to have relationship with that individual, and understanding that the individual will not or cannot change can strengthen your boundaries, and you can love them at arm's length, right? Forgiveness is a tricky thing. There's all of these forgiveness practices on the planet, and because it's hard to get the story out of the mind, forgiveness is challenging. So what we suggest as a great way to begin to shift and change things for yourself is to begin to bless that individual. When they stomp on your boundaries, bless them and reset your boundary. When they say inappropriate or hurtful things, bless them, reset your boundary, arm's length. They don't get full access when they behave in a way that is hurtful to you and those you love, right? Because this is not just you, right? It's your children as well, right? Yeah. So create a blessing. It can be as simple or as complex as you want, and bless them every day. Send them a blessing, send them a blessing, send them a blessing. It'll probably irritate the dickens out of them, right? Because they'll feel that energy, but that's a good thing, right? Because a blessing is a possibility. Blessing is a possibility of change, of connection, of healing. And for you, we encourage you to get your own healing surrounding this, right? If you have a healer that you work with, if you have a counselor that you work with, to help you, because it's not only about forgiving them, it's about forgiving yourself. And that's just as hard as forgiving someone else, right? So, is this helpful?
This is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
thank
know
you.
that you want relationship with this individual. Perhaps go in and look at your expectations or your wants, right? And understand that they will probably never be able to relate to you in that way. And that's not on you. That's not their fault, right? It's not their fault either. It's just that they don't have the tools, right? They don't know how to have boundaries themselves, so they stomp all over everybody else's, right? But you can energetically set a protective boundary.
How would I do that?
Okay, so you would sit down, you would invite your guidance to come and be with you and ask them to help you establish a boundary. It can look like a bubble. You can put yourself inside like a balloon. You can build a fortress, whatever your imagination can imagine, you can create that protection. And then you just fill that fortress or that bubble with light, right? And then there's the intention behind it for protecting you and maintaining that boundary. Can be as simple or as complex as you like.
Okay, that's helpful.
Okay. All right. You can also put bubbles around your children and your other loved ones as well. All right.
I will.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
Let us know if there's anything else that you need. Okay.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes. Hello, Metatron.
Hello, Chris.
You mentioned at the beginning of this evening that there are some of us here who are not aware that we're walk-ins. I intuit that I'm not, but would you be kind enough to confirm that for me, or otherwise, for that matter?
I'm going to ask you a question first.
Of course.
If you were a walk-in, how would you look at yourself differently?
Would probably explain a few things.
Okay.
But not that differently, I don't think. I don't know. I'm just more curious than anything else.
Yeah, we understand. All right, let us take a look at what we will be allowed to share. So, here's an interesting piece of information. You are not yet a walk-in. We usually have not received a piece of information. It appears that there is an agreement and the walk-in experience has not occurred as of yet. That means that there's something coming, right? Don't worry about it. It is not anything negative, but what we're seeing is the contract. And it will be more of a soul braiding type of walk-in.
Okay. Thank you. And are you able in any way to just advise or elaborate on my lineage, which is another curiosity that I have?
No, we are not able to elaborate on that at this time. But we will when the time is right. I know that's frustrating. Ask Gaetan. We have. It's not that we are intentionally withholding, but sometimes we are asked to hold the information until the time is right.
Fine. Thank you. I respect that. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So there is a book written by a woman named Sheila Seppi, Seppi. That's a good book on walk-ins. the phenomenon is still not understood, but it's something that is happening more and more and more frequently, and you will begin to see more walk-ins on the planet. That is one of the ways that the collective is going to change and shift. You will see that people in powerful positions all of a sudden do a 360. And you can say, perhaps they've had a walk-in experience, right? So yeah, there's more walk-ins coming. Seems like you're one.
Okay, thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you. We're just finishing our first round. If anybody had a first question, and I believe, is it Kavita? Did I say that properly? You have a question?
Our old friend. Are you there, Kavita?
I'm going to ask you to unmute, Kavita.
Mute. Yes, I'm trying to unmute. Have I unmuted myself? I'm trying to put my video on too. Is my video on? Hi, Metatron. How are you?
We are always well, beloved one. Always well. And you?
I'm good. Oh, okay. So, yes, I just wanted to ask you in general, how am I doing? Do you have any advice for me?
Well, overall, you're doing well. We do see that we would like to ask you to take a bit more care of your physical body.
Okay.
Yeah, we're seeing some inflammation. We don't know if it is hormonal or chemically out of balance. But pay attention to your physical body and its responses, right?
Okay.
Have you found yourself losing hair?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's all part of it. All right. You might talk to someone who understands all of those things and can take a look and see what is out of balance. Now's the time to check it and get back in balance so that you can continue to live, full of vitality, right? If not, what's going to start to happen is you're going to start to feel sluggish and not as energized. Okay, so it's not something that's life-threatening, but it's something that will drain the life out of your life if you don't take care of it. Okay.
So you see something in more like in my hormones that are out of balance?
Yes. Yeah. And it can often be a hematologist can do a blood test and tell you what's what, right? Sometimes your general doctor doesn't do a good enough blood test to see what's going on within the whole body. So it's up to you. Yeah. But that would be the one thing that we'd say. Everything else is pretty coherent at this time, pretty consistent, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Good to see you.
Yeah. I'll talk to you soon.
Indeed.
Thank you. Have we finished? Oh, wait, I see Caitlin has a question. Just want to make sure we finish. Anybody who hasn't asked for the seconds.
All right, Caitlin.
Hi, Metatron. Right now, I am in a job where I work with lots of differently abled children of all varieties. And I know that spirit led me to this job for a reason. And it's funny because I never saw myself in this kind of job or in this niche of my career, I suppose. And I guess I'm just curious, what is something from like my spiritual side that I can bring to my job to help these kids or connect with these kids? Just I guess anything for them, for the collective.
All right. So one of the gifts that you have, beloved one, is that you can match an individual's vibrational frequency. Where did you go? Wave your hand again for us. There you are. Okay. You have the ability, if you choose, to match someone's vibrational frequency, whether it be really, really high, mid-range, or low. And what often happens with other abled people is that they're approached from an outside perspective, and nobody's really meeting them right where they are. So if you take the time and you're looking at them in their eyes and you're breathing with them and you're meeting them right where they are, they feel seen, they feel safe, and that opens a door for you to be more effective in anything that you are doing with these individuals. Okay? It is harder when you're working in a group, right? But take the time to, feel what the group feels like, right? And kind of match that while you're with them, right? There will be less we don't even know how to explain less acting out, right? When you can do that, because it creates a field, an energetic field that helps them to feel safe and seen, and they can receive more easily in that space, right? And it's all about the love and all about the light, and you carry that no matter what, right? But this gift of being able to calibrate with them or with anyone is a gift.
Thank you.
You know that you do this, right?
I do. Yes. I think I do anyway. I've been feeling it out since I started at this job, and
right.
Yeah. I've always wondered how I can just be helpful.
Yeah.
In my role, which is complicated because of my role, but
right,
in general.
But when you stand back, beloved one, and watch how others approach these individuals, they're approaching them from their own point of view, from their own way of looking at things and living. And that's not what these individuals are experiencing. And so you're kind of missing the boat when you come in at that level. That's why being able to navigate or negotiate the frequencies is important, because then you're meeting them. You're not coming in above them, and it's not feeling like you're trying to force them into a particular, role or exercise. So yeah, that's why it's important. And for anyone here that works with other, otherly abled people, this is a good thing to learn for yourselves, right? Meet them where they are, not where you think they should be, or where you want them to be, but where they are. Thank you for what you do, Caitlin.
Thank you, Metatron.
You're so needed. And your role will expand.
I'm excited to see how that comes into play.
Yeah. Yeah. And you always have choice, right? You can say yes or you can say no. You always have choice.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Metatron, I just want you to know it's about 5:25, and Caroline does have a question as well if there's time.
Yes, we will take one more. Caroline, yes.
Hi, Metatron. Thank you. I know there's been a lot of talk about walk-ins today, and I'm just curious because I know you've talked to me about that I have galactic lineage. I just to put just had a walk-in experience.
Okay. Have you had a near-death experience?
No, I haven't. I've had a fair bit of trauma, and I've also had quite a few anesthetics as well.
Okay. Okay. And we're just going to walk you through this.
Yeah.
Moment of self-discovery. All right.
Yes.
After any of those traumas or any of those anesthesias, did you wake up and kind of say, what's changed or what's different?
I know there was at one point in my life where a lot of things changed around. I got very sick and spent a fair bit of time in hospital, and I had an anesthetic. And then after, a lot of things changed after that. Yeah.
Bingo. Bingo.
Yeah. My life really changed after that moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's your walk-in experience.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah.
Everybody can use that litmus test, right? Because it doesn't matter where the soul is coming from that is joining yours or replacing the old one, right? There's always a major change in your life, in your path that happens directly after that. So, all right. So come to Walk-In Circle next Friday, 7:00, right? Same place, the free event space. We have a phenomenal group of people that meet and support each other and share understandings and ideas, and everybody's growing together, right? So come. It's lovely.
Thank you, Metatron.
Indeed. All right. We are going to be complete for today. Thank each and every one of you for your presence. Even those of you who stayed in the background, we see you. We've seen you for a very long time. Don't let that scare you. And please feel free to reach out to Metatron at any time. Any of you, right? You can call upon us at any time. That's the thing. You call, we come. And this is any of your guidance, right? That's an important thing to remember. We're always there for you. All right. Going to invite our woman back. We'll look forward to seeing you soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.
Shanti.
righty. All right. Hi, everybody. How'd you guys do? Do good? Did you get what you needed? Cool. All right. Well, we're doing it again next month. Probably until I'm 80. So take advantage of it while you can. You've still got a few years.
Do you have a date yet?
I'm sorry, a what?
Oh, do you have a date yet?
For next month, I do not.
Okay.
Or if it's written down, I don't have it in front of me. So, but it'll be Kat will post that soon.
Okay.
So you guys can get it on your calendars. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be in August, right?
Yes. It'll be in August, probably right around this time. So,
okay.
All right. Are we good? All right. Go eat some protein and drink some water, please. There was a lot of energy this evening. You'll feel that in your body as you leave the call today. Thank you so much. And I'll look forward to seeing you again. If you need me for anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. You know where to find me.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy.
Bye, you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Metatron.